Imagine this. You receive a new message on your Discord, and without you tracking the data manually, all of that is done automatically through this amazing automation. In this video, I will show you how you can track messages that you receive on your Discord channel automatically without you lifting up your finger. With that, I will show you the task history, like what is the backend process step by step. Okay, so without wasting any further time, let's now start with this automation. I have already created a workflow inside Pabbly Connect. Now, in order to set up the Discord on Trigger, click on this plus button. For the app, I will search for Discord right here and select Discord. Okay, and for the event, I will select it as message created. We have introduced many events in Discord Trigger like message created, message updated, message deleted, message reaction added, message reaction removed. You will see all new triggers are added over here on Discord. Okay, I am going to tell you about the new message created. Whenever I receive a new message on my Discord channel, how the response is captured in the trigger. Okay, so I will select this event. I'm going to click on this connect button. Now I will add a new connection from here. Click on this connect with Discord button. As soon as I will do that, you will see this window is going to appear in front of you. Scroll down and then you have to select your server that you have created inside your Discord account. I have created a server over here in the name of bug reporting. So I will select this server. You can select the server of which you want to capture the response in the trigger. Okay, then I'm going to click on this continue button and then authorize my Pabbly Connect's connection with Discord, because this is a safe process and our data is completely safe with Pabbly Connect. Okay, as now the authorization is going to be done, you will see over here it is asking for us to select a channel. Okay, I will show you. I have created a server in the name of bug reporting, in which I have created a channel in the name of bug reporting. Okay, I want that as soon as on this channel a new message is received, the trigger should capture the response of that. Okay, so that is why for the channel I will select it as bug reporting. I want the simple response. Then I'm going to click on this save and send test request button. It says waiting for webhook response. Okay, so now to check whether this connection is done or not, I will add a new message on this channel from my ID and check whether my trigger captures the response of the new message forwarded or not. Now on this bug reporting channel, I will type in the new bug. So you can see I have added the message customer cannot proceed to payment because the checkout button is not responsive on certain browsers. So I will write this message right here. I'll write please check. Okay, I will post this message on this channel. As soon as I've posted this message, let me go back to my trigger. It will take few seconds for the response to arrive. So you might have to wait over here for a few seconds. And you can see within few seconds, I have received the response in the trigger. Now let's tally the entire response. The type is message created. Okay, if I'll scroll down, you can see I've received the date and time when the message was arrived. This is in a UTC time zone format. If I'll scroll down, you will see right over here I've received the data ID, the data guild ID. I've received the details. Now what is the message? You will see in the data content. Okay, the message is customer cannot proceed to payment because the checkout button is not responsive on certain browsers. Please check. Okay, you can see this is the exact bug that I've reported on this channel as a message. I have received that message over here in the trigger inside data content field, and you can see the person who have reported this bug is in the name of Ashi. Let me open. It says Ashi4251. You will see the same username has been captured over here with all the other details like the author ID, or you can see this is the author's global name. I have received every single thing over here in this trigger. In this similar manner, you will receive the response of the message created or any event that you have selected while setting up the trigger. Okay, so now as I have received this response, now what I will do is I will use this response and create the record of this message where in my Google Sheets. Okay, I want to add the username who has sent the message as well as the message that I have received. For that, simply I will set up the Google Sheets action right over here. Google Sheets will be the application, event will be add new row. I will be selecting the existing connection from before. Now over here I have to select the spreadsheet. The spreadsheet is in the name of Discord message and the sheet is sheet 1. So I've selected both of the details. It is asking for the username and the message text that I have received. Now for the data of these fields, I will map the data. Mapping is inserting data from the previous step. Click on this field, add a slash, previous step is going to appear. Click on it. In this previous response, you can see I have have received the author username who have forwarded us a message. So as it is asking for the username who has sent the message, I will select the data of this author name from my previous response. Now as I've selected this data from my previous response, the data in this field has been mapped. And as we have mapped this data, the data has now become dynamic. That means now whenever a new response is going to be captured in our previous step, automatically the new data will be updated in place of this mapped data. Okay. And for the message text, I will map the data of this data content that I have received right here. Okay, and simply click on this save and send test request button. I have received this response, which is a positive response, and in my Google Sheets you will see the record of this message has been created. The username is Ashi4251, the same username with the same text that we have forwarded on our Discord channel. So in this manner, always the message is going to be created as a record in your Google Sheets. Okay, so now you can see the automation has been created. Now I want to show you how this automation's task history is going to look like. Okay, so what I will do is I will simply add a new bug on this channel, and then I will show you the backend process of this automation. Okay, so now let me add in the new bug. You can see right over here the messages. User reports login failure even with correct credentials. Error message appears randomly, need to check. Okay, I'll send this message on this channel right here. As soon as I've sent this message, you can see in my Google Sheets the record has been created. And now to see the backend process of this automation, we'll go towards the history right over here. In the history, you will see the entire task history. You can see this is the same automation. Click on this task history ID to see the process. Okay, and you will see right over here, this is the response that was captured for the message that we have just now forwarded on Discord. You will see the same message has been captured over here. You can see users report login failure even with correct credentials. Error message appears randomly, need to check. Okay, you can see that was the same message. With all the other details, you can see Ashi4251, this was the user forwarded the message. This is the trigger response. And in the Google Sheets response, this is the result that we have received. That's a positive response. That is why the record was created inside my Google Sheets. Okay, so in the history section, you will see the entire history, the backend history of this automation running. Okay, you will see all the things in this task history ID right over here. Okay, now there is one very important note that the task history is only available for 15 days. Okay, the task history of this automation will be there for 15 days, and then after 15 days, the entire data is going to be automatically deleted. So keep that in mind. Okay, you can check the task history from here. So as now, the message has been automatically added in Google Sheets from Discord channel. So this is how you automate this entire process. Okay, now you can track the messages that you receive on your Discord servers automatically through this amazing automation. What are you waiting for? Create this automation right away. If you have questions or doubts, comment down below and we'll reply to you as soon as possible. You will receive the workflow link in the description section. Go and use that. Okay, so this was it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Not only this automation, you can create multiple other automations using Pabbly Connect. If you have any questions or need support, you can email us on support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can ask us queries on forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issue, you can check out this link. Please do like, subscribe and comment down below if you have any other ideas for us to create a video on. Thank you so much for watching.